What's up, creatives? Welcome to the Tiffy Show. Today we are going to be talking about signs your ex is over you for good. And if you haven't, make sure that you turn on notifications so that you know when I post a video, because I like to post about dating, travel, and everything in between. So let's get to it. Signs that your ex is over you for good. Now, when you break up, you might have lingering feelings, and in having lingering feelings, you might stay in contact with your ex. They might even become your bestie. You're like, hey, we're gonna stay friends forever, and you're like, yeah, we're gonna stay friends forever. And you talk every day, or you talk just as often as you did when you broke up. Now, here's the thing, just like I've mentioned in previous videos, everybody wants to win. It's not so much that you care maybe that your ex moves on or finds someone new, but you don't want them to necessarily find someone A, better than you, or B, find someone before you. And I mean, a lot of us just want that feeling of like being the one that got away for someone. And so to know that your ex is completely over you, even if you might be over them first, kind of hurts. And so you need to know the signs so that you're not looking stalkerish and clingy and like a weirdo trying to hold on to something that has completely died. So I am going to give you the signs that your ex has moved on for good. So listen deeply, don't argue against me, just listen, accept them, and be like, damn, he might have moved on. Number one, he's in a relationship and he seems happy. Now, when I talk about this, I am not talking about him posting things in his Instagram story, girl after girl, different girl of the week. I'm talking about when it gets real, and you and I both know when it gets real. He'll post pictures in his actual Instagram feed. He'll say it's his babe, it's the one. He'll show traveling, he'll show hanging out with the fam bam, he'll show meeting his friends, hanging out with his friends, all of the things that mean this person is the real deal. Now, when you see this, recognize that this is not to make you jealous, especially if this is a while into your breakup, like you broke up a while ago and now this person has appeared in his life. If it's fresh breakup and you see a girl in his IG feed and he's like overdoing it, it might be to make you jealous. But just know the difference. If this person is hanging with his friends, you know, making cookies with his mama, like, you know, people posting things down below like, I love hanging out with you guys are couple goals, blah, 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 then you might need to like back up a little bit. You maybe want to put him on a little bit mute, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to see that in your feed, but that might be a sign that he's moved on. They no longer tell you about milestones in their life. Now, if you are talking to your ex and you're trying to play the friendship game, then you might be talking to them regularly through text message or however you guys communicate, through DM, memes, whatever, and you might start to see things that they don't share with you anymore, meaning you're seeing milestones, new jobs, they move, they got a dog. You're seeing it like every other person in their social media, you know, fake friendship world. You're no longer that person that they text right away or they call or they even ask for your advice in regards to it. And I want you to know, this is not because they hate you. This has nothing to do with that. In a lot of instances, it's because they're finally moving on from you and you're not a priority in their life anymore, or they're dating someone new that is a priority that they're telling these things to, that they're seeking advice from, so they're not seeking it from you anymore. And if you start to see those milestones on Facebook and Instagram and wherever else you follow them and you're like, damn, they got a dog, that's such a cute dog, or oh my God, I didn't know he moved to Alaska, like that's kind of a sign that they've moved on from you because they didn't even inform you about these huge things happening in their life, and that's a really big deal. And that shows that you're not even like a best friend, so just remember that. This one is my favorite. Okay, this one's my favorite because I feel like everyone wants this on their good day. They want it to be at a bar or a club or like looking good, and they just want this, but it's when you run into your ex and there's no reaction. I'm not meaning they ignore the crap out of you, but I mean that it's not the reaction that you want. And I know the reaction that you want. You want to see your ex and you want to reminisce at the bar about, oh, the good times you had. You want them to say they missed you, or we need to catch up, or how's your mom, or how's whatever, how's work. You want them to remember things about you. You want them to, you know, be inquisitive about what's going on in your life and kind of have that spark. And if you see your ex out and it's more of a passing hi bye, as in like, think of it as you ran into a classmate from school, from way back in the school that wasn't your friend, but you share the fact that you went to school together. So it's like this, oh, hey, how are you? And it's in passing and it's over, like that. If that happens, and I don't mean it maliciously, like, oh, like he's like, F that girl or whatever. I just mean it like, he's busy. He's like, oh, hey, how you doing? Good? Okay, cool. And he keeps it moving. If he does not ask you like anything about work or how your family is or how your roommate is or what happened to that one girl at work, you know, whatever, that's a sign that they might have moved on. It's nothing to do with you again. They just don't care. Like, it's not something on their radar anymore. They don't need the information. It's not gonna like do anything to their life, so they're just not gonna ask. And especially if they don't ask to hang out or catch up, they don't want to. So that's a big sign that they've moved on. Now, there's a disclaimer here, obviously. Everyone's not the same, and sometimes when you run into someone, you are kind of like shell-shocked. Is that the word? Probably not shell-shocked, but like deer in headlights, you're not expecting it. And you have to pay attention to body language in this case. You know that person better than I know that person. So they could be hiding the fact that it's like in their head a holy crap moment. I wasn't prepared to see this person that I care about and have so much feelings for. But you have to listen to your gut in this situation. And I just really need you to pay attention. Guys are very simple creatures. So if he wants to see you, if he wants to catch up, if he misses you, you will feel it. All right, we are at the last sign that he's just completely over you. And this one is like the most important one. I feel like you can ignore everything else that I've said, but if you test this one out, this is it. If you are the only person that's reaching out in this situation, it's a good sign that he's moved on. And what I mean by that is you're communicating early on, you're sending DMs to each other just like you were in a relationship still, memes, you know, you're sending jokes, you're asking how's work, you're talking daily. And then it kind of starts to dwindle. And then you notice that you're the only person that's texting. And I want you to step back and realize, am I the only person that's texting? When was the last time he initiated a morning text or goodnight or sent me a song or whatever? Now, if he's not, this is a quick and easy test, and not quick. It's an easy test. And that test is, don't text him, don't reach out anymore. And the funny thing is, there's actually this girl that I was talking to once, and she told me a story, and she said, I was reaching out to my ex all of the time. And then one day, I just didn't reach out anymore to see what he would do, and I haven't talked to him for 5 years. So that right there is an example. She had to do that to move on and realize that he just wasn't into her anymore or into the situation. So I want you to recognize if you're the one that's always reaching out and saying hi or calling or talking, and step back. You know if you are or not, and stop doing it. And then if that person doesn't reach out anymore, it's a really good sign it's over. And I'm talking about reach out soon, not like reach out like a F-boy 6 months later, like, hey girl, I miss you. No, like instantly. So that's it. Those are my 4 signs that your ex is over you for good. I know it's heartbreaking, but you have to know so that you can move on with your life. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you share, like, subscribe, and comment. Comment below. Let me know any signs that I missed, and let me know if any of these work for you or help you out in your relationship. And I will see you next time. Stay creative.